Okay, so I have shown here in the beginning of this video the alphabets deciphering, okay, and how we get the different values for the alphabet just using your common English alphabet, which keep in mind, English alphabet is, the letters, and they're all assigned numbers. You have your 1 through 26, and then you have your reverse alphabet. And just like your zodiac wheel turns this way, you also have your reverse story, because this is the alphabet and the numbers right here. Okay, in different systems, when you take your words and you bring them into another dimension, they get a different value. Okay, and all these dimensions work together to paint a story. So I'm going to show you some math today, and I'm going to explain some more of the alphabet ciphers and how we get the values for the letters that are numbers. Okay, so you have a lot of reductions. A lot of reductions are going to give you a different value, like I just stated, and they're going to show you a story when you put words together. Okay, and they'll help you when you see multiple words that have the same value. Okay, and we're taking everything and we're bringing it into astrology, because this is where I tie all my information. This is the grand blueprint. Okay, everything literally came from this blueprint, just like things came from the cube, just like things came from the Grand Pyramid, just like your body is a template as well. Okay, this is a grand blueprint. Okay, so there's a lot of information in this. So let me turn this around and show you some stuff about the alphabets. Okay, so here we have some Absalom's Fire, all right? And I really like Absalom's Fire. Absalom has a lot of good stuff to share with the collective. So this is a collective chart that I have created here. And these are going to be your alphabets. So this is your ABCs, right? With your 1 through 26. And I have created all these and brought them into a reduction. Okay. And here's your ABCs here. Same thing. It's the same thing, you guys. I just copied it right down. Okay, it's the same thing. It's the reduction. This is your single reduction. So you've got your ABCs. Let's see, I didn't even put a single. Okay, so anyways, you've got your ABCs 1 through 20. Okay, so you see how I did this? ABC 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, all the way to 26, right? And then I did the reverse up here. Okay, so this reduction is going to come into play here. When you get to 10, it's going to reduce down to 1. So see how J is 10 and how I've taken it here and I've created it as 1. Then K is 2. Okay, 1 and 1 is 2. See what I did there? 1 and 1 is 2. 1 and 2 is 3 for L. See how L has 3? And I've done this with all the alphabets to show your single reduction. So all these double digits were brought together to create a single reduction for a key, a cipher. Okay, then you have your reverse single reduction. So all I did with the reverse one is I took it and I reversed it. I used Z as number 1, and then I did my count this way, and then I did my reverse as well. And you see with this 10, I left this here to show how this is going to become the 1, right? Because the 0 is the Holy Spirit. It can disappear and reappear when we do in our math. Septenary is going to be a little different. Okay, it's actually kind of along the same lines, but it doesn't have any 8s or 9s. Notice this. Okay, notice how it starts with 1 here, and then it starts with 1 here, and then in the middle, you have your 11. Okay, there's a lot to be said about your 11. Your 1 and 1. Your 1 and 1 is going to create 1 times 1, which is 1 for A, and then it's going to create 1 plus 1, which is 2 for B. And that's really all you need for creation. You need your A and your B, and that's what the story of ABBA is telling you. Okay, because AB becomes 3. Okay, 1 plus 2 is 3. And then you got your BA, that's back to 21. That's back to your 3. Okay, and that gives you your 33 Christ. Okay, your 33 Christ for your 33 vertebrae, right? And we know 77 is Christ. But I'm just saying the 33 is coming out into play in these alphabets as well with the AB. Okay, and then you have your Chaldean alphabet here. Notice this one, how they did this. Notice how you have your 666 here. Okay, and then this is from your keypad. These are your values that you get from just your basic keypad on your telephone or your ATM. Your ATM is going to have a different value when it comes to these, to some of these, okay, because they have moved these off of the keys. Okay, and then you have your reverse reduction here. Okay, and you can use all of these to decipher English words with your English alphabets. They're going to give you different values, but like I said, the values of each word are going to come in play, and they're going to paint a grand story. Okay, so I have this Pythagorean here, but I did not call it Pythagorean, but I have put it over here to give an example as to, what it actually looks like when you lay it out like this. And notice how 6 is Fox. Okay, notice how DMV comes together here. Wow, we have a Department of Motor Vehicles just right here. Okay, and then you've got your ace, your jack, and your serpent. You've got a clue here. Okay, and then you've got your HQZ. Okay, there's a lot to be said about this. Even your NEW. Okay. So over here, what we have done is we have done the word rabbit using ciphers. Okay. Now you can use both Chaldean and Pythagorean together. This was information gifted to us by Mr. Fox. Okay. And he is very, very good with his math. He has used the same system that we are using in our group. Okay, so our group has expanded, and we have more people that are utilizing the same system, using these alphabet ciphers, and we're coming up with the same information, the same stories, leading us back to the constellations. Once again, this is all constellational information because all of our alphabets come from the zodiac, which is literally the constellations. These numbers are going to give us intel about the constellations. Okay, and the Chaldean and the Pythagorean, you could call this your PC calculations or your personal computer. Okay, if you want to get into more like the original type of systems and how they count it. These are older counts. Okay, so with rabbit is 9, 1, 22, 9, 2. Okay, notice the 22 go in rabbit for the BB. And rabbit has a rabbi in it. And a rabbi is a teacher. Okay, and rabbit also has the cross. Rabbit, when you do these values, it equals 25 for Jack. Isn't that interesting? And then we know when you put 25 through the mirror, you get 52. So we've done our 52 here. And we have added those together, those values. Okay, and that's where you get your 77 for your Christ. Okay, and then we'll add a go to it for your go spell, and you'll get your 99 Jupiter, which is your keys. Okay, you have your keys from beginning because you are the rabbi. You're the ribbit. You're the rabbit. You're the teacher as well as the pupil, the student. And I've shown this to you before with your eyes. Over here for the B room, concerning the broom. Okay, and your broom is paired with your dustpan, which is your stud pan. And I've shown you before how pan is going to point back to Jupiter. Just like your rabbit took you to Jupiter, so does your B room, your broom, and your dustpan. Okay, and notice Chaldean count for broom, 2774. 29664. 66, always 99. You've got your 9 and 6 balance here to tell you a story. You've got 22 go. You've got your 77 Christ here. You've got your bookends here of your 2 and 2 and your 4 and 4. 2 times 4, 8. 88. 2 plus 4, 66. You've got a 66 here. In between these books, you've got 2, 7, and 7, which equals 16. 1 times 6 is 6 for the man in the moon tag 6. 1 plus 6 is 7 for the king. Okay, and then you do your 9 plus 6 plus 6. That's going to give you your 21 on the die. Okay, 9 plus 2 plus 7 plus 6 will create a square here. Okay, this is going to give you 24 for your 24 hours. And then your center here, your 7 plus 6 is going to give you your 13 for the moon. I take these numbers and I add them here for the second dimension. I get 4, 11, 11, 4, 11, 13, 13, and 8. And this equals 49. Okay, 4994. You got your 99 Jupiter hiding in this with your 44 books. Okay, and then you take these numbers here and we'll bring them down to a single and we'll get 2, 2, 4, 4, 8. Okay, and when I do it like this,